Hey guys, what's up? It's a Tuesday. Let's take a look at what we have for today's workout. Coming right up. Alright guys, so we have 50 jumping jacks to start off on the warm-up. Next is 10 shoulder cars. Remember, on the shoulder cars, you're going to be standing. You're going to lift up your elbows first, rotate and reach all the way overhead, and then slowly reverse that order, okay? So that's the standing shoulder car. We have 20 shoulder taps. This will be in a plank position. You're going to tap the opposite shoulder with your hand and then tap the opposite shoulder with the other hand, okay? After that, you have 10 standing quad stretch. We've been doing that for a few weeks now. 10 alternating high kicks, the same thing. We've been doing that for a couple weeks. 10 scorpion kicks, you guys are used to that. And 10 prison squats. On these prison squats, make sure your hands are above your head as you do those squats, okay? All right guys, so next is the skill. For all these skill movements, you're gonna use one object. So if you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, perfect. So what are you doing for this skill? You have 3 rounds of the following. We have 20 RDLs, okay? So again, with one object, you're gonna make sure that your back is straight, your chest is out. You're gonna send the hips back first, bending the torso over. With that one object, you're going to go halfway to the floor. Make sure the belt reaches just below the kneecap, and then with your back straight and your chest up, you're going to spring right back up and stand up. Make sure you're not bending your knees too much. Keep your legs relatively straight as you do these RDLs, and of course push your knees out by pressing into the floor when you do the RDL. So you have 20 RDLs, so 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Then we have 10 Cuban presses, again with one object. So with this Cuban press, you're going to be in standing position. You're going to grab your one dumbbell on the left side. You're going to lift the arm or the elbow all the way up first. Then you're going to rotate that bell directly overhead, and then of course finish with that press, okay? So you have 5 on the left and then 5 on the right with those Cuban presses. Following that, we have 20 lunges. You can hold the bell on one side, of course, on your shoulder, to the side, or even if you'd like, a little more challenging, overhead as you do your left side lunges and then right side lunges. So you have 20 lunges total, so that's 10-10. Following that, you have 10 bicep curls. This is going to be a little bit more heavier. If you have a heavier dumbbell, awesome. Do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. If you don't have a heavy dumbbell, then just multiply that by 2. So do 10 on one, 20 on one side and 20 on the other, okay? Following that, you have 20 goblet squats. So with your object, you're gonna hold the bell into a front rack position, holding the object, and then of course, sending the hips back, pushing the knees out, making sure that you're applying pressure to the center of the foot. As your hips go back, you're squatting, keeping your torso as straight as possible, knees open, and then stand right back up, okay? So you have 20 squats total. Once you're done with that, you have 10 skull crushers. You can sit on the floor, lay on the floor, or you can sit on a bench or a chair. Place the object directly over in the back of your head. As you do these skull crushers, you're making sure that the elbows don't push forward on the movement. Instead, that your elbow from the elbow down to the wrist is extended directly overhead instead of pushing the arms into a pressing motion. You don't want to press or extend the arms out in front of you. You want to extend the arms directly over your head if you're sitting down. If you're laying down on the floor, all you got to do is just, same concept, you don't want to make sure the elbow is moving. You don't want the shoulder joint to move. You want just the elbow joint to move overhead, okay? So you have 10 skull crushers. If you're doing a single arm, obviously 5 and 5. If it's a lighter object, then just do 10 on one side and 10 on the other. Alright guys, next we have our home workout, which is a 20-minute AMRAP. Pretty simple. We have 50 double unders. Okay, if you can't do double unders, no problem. Let's go 50 singles. Or if you don't have a jump rope to begin with, we're just going to do 50 jumping jacks. Okay, so pretty simple with those modifications. After that, you have 25 kettlebell swing American. Remember, on the American kettlebell swing, the hips travel back first, keeping your torso upright. You're going to jump as hard as possible, squeeze your butt, squeeze your stomach, let that bell float above your head, and then of course pull and press to directly over your head. As the bell's coming back down into the hips, send your hips back again, and then repeat the process over and over, okay? So make sure you're not rounding your back. Make sure the bell is not controlling you or not pulling you. Always have full control of the bell as you're doing this movement. If you're noticing that it's pulling you forward and rocking you on your toes, you don't have control at that point, so make sure that the bell is going single line above your head instead of the bell pulling you out in front of you. After that, we have 5 squat knee tuck jumps. So with this, you're going to squat first, you're going to jump all the way up, be an explosive jump, and then tuck your knees into your chest as you're jumping. When you finish the movement, you're going to land back into the squat and then repeat the process. So don't make the mistake of doing a squat jump landing in a standing position. You don't want to land in a standing position, you want to land in a full squat to repeat the second, third, and fourth rep. Okay, so make this a seamless over and over movement instead of a single rep, stopping, rep, stop. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're going seamlessly into these reps. Alright guys, so here is some of the modifications we have for you. If you don't have equipment, you can do the following, okay? You can do 100 single unders. Now if you don't have any jump rope at all, you can just do 50 knee highs, okay? So 50 knee highs and then just call it a day. After that, you have 25 object Russian swings, okay? So if you have a backpack or any object like that where you don't have a weighted element, you can do that with that object. Okay, so same concept, you can grab the straps and do the movement the same as you would a regular kettlebell swing, but obviously open up your feet a little bit more because of that object is a little bit more awkward, and then perform the same motion. Okay, so make sure that you're sending your hips back, you're bringing the object to about eye level, and that's it. Okay, so you have 25 of those. After that, you have 10 object jump overs. So again, that backpack's on the floor or whatever object you're using. You're going to just simply jump laterally over, side to side, and that's it, okay? So 10 object jumps. Alright guys, so that was your workout for Tuesday. Hope you have a fun and exciting workout, and we'll keep in touch for tomorrow, Wednesday.